over the SF pick on those other two, right? And this is kind of the thing that Gambit, having fallen off a bit, not really being looking as hot as they were at the start of the season. One of the few teams that are so prominent with this SF, they come back in and all of a sudden teams go, oh yeah, Afo is actually pretty damn good on that hero. That's concerning. Everyone else has moved on to Pangolier, Razor, these type of heroes, and he's just been sitting here the whole time waving, going, guys, I'm still hot on this.
Let's see, it's going to be, it seems, Winter Wyvern Immersion playing position 4 Winter Wyvern with 4 mangoes. When you see this build, you instantly should understand that he's most likely going to level up Splinter Blast level 1, and the plan on that lane is to... what happened just now?
Oh, they're all tipping FNG.
Yeah, he says they asked him to join Alliance, but he said he's too expensive for them, and that he needs to single-handedly improve the economy of Belarusian Republic.
Oh, that was right. And this, what they're doing here is they're trying to give him an advance on his payment.
Yeah, exactly.
Tips.
That's it. He wants compendium level 2000 to join Alliance. That's what he wants.
I think they're making me make something happen. Who are we going to get rid of? Is Insania going to be moved off the team?
Just bring him in.
No, we're just going to change the rules of Dota. 6 members to a team.
You get rid of Loda and you put FNG on...
I don't know. FNG doesn't seem like he beats people to the same extent to keep them enthusiastic about their Dota.
I don't think... Yeah.
Eventually, we're going to get called out by Loda for this. You know that, right?
I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Loda just tweets out, no one will take me on their team anymore. Why? What happened? Someone's been saying I beat people. Let's check out this block. Mike doesn't quite have enough edge in this, so it's going to actually be even. Top lane, there's 3 heroes from Gambit here. They know with a Wraith King there is some kill potential, but not if it's Tiger. They were hoping to find the Oracle.
Immersion ports bottom as they want to dodge that lane. They want to play with the Centaur Winter Wyvern versus Madara and Insania. And Wraith King is going to be placed versus Boxy on this top lane. I'm not so certain this is really Wraith King favored lane. Boxy should be completely fine on this in this matchup, I believe so.
Well, absolutely. You can punish him a bit when he uses the Ghost Shroud, but he'll still get away is the idea. Unless you can force that out before you throw out the Ray Fire Blast, which is very unlikely. The mid lane, that's concerning.
I mean, SF is doing alright right now, but he pushed in. And he's doing alright because I believe he started with Razes, so it's a little bit easier to get level 2. And he's 6-1 right now, Ember 4-2.
Yep, he at least got 2 denies out of the way. And we miss a kill on the troll. Actually, that's an unexpected death.
Yeah, but it's not first blood. We didn't miss first blood. That's what matters.
That is true. The spread between them.
It's
Creeps.
spread.
They're the ones that decided everything.
He just got ran down with the amount of burst from Arctic Burn, from Splinter Blast, just hitting him over and over again, and then obviously retaliate and stun.
Yeah, you'll just have to be a bit more careful. This is the problem with the Troll versus Scent matchup. You just want to keep harassing him, and your damage isn't that high at the beginning. You're getting kit in return off of that retaliate, and then you just give him all the stacks that he needs to run you down. In fairness, though, you expect him to be okay with the use of those whirling axes usually.
He probably counted on the missed chances, I guess, but he doesn't have, yeah.
Right now, though, Gambit are looking fantastic to start here. All their cores are at the top of the CS chart. Alliance, the only one going well so far for them is the mid. Going in, stun's going to come out. Boxy chasing on a hack, though. He needs to be careful. The Orb of Venom can't slow him down enough. The Nightmare comes out, the turnaround. Boxy needs to retreat quickly. FNG keeps on chasing, but no mana with the Brain Sap.
Taiga just moves that sleep away so that Wraith King can't get there in time with the stun.
Tiger just trying for a casual roll in. He's got 2 mangoes to work with, so it's not too much of an investment for him. FNG, hit out by the Boulder Smash. Nice Ray Fire Blast out. They know the only way they get this kill is if they actually get that pulse out. Instead, Boxy has to back up. They'll keep probing like this, though. It's really on Tiger to make a play in this lane. More mid.
Roll in.
Oh,
top lane.
They actually, did they get FNG? Trouble, but the Ray Fire Blast comes out. Boxy has to be careful himself. They'll get the kill to Bane. Now Boxy just trying to kite him out here. No Death Pulse to work with, but the stick charges would have allowed him to tank one more hit. He just doesn't want to gamble on the crit.
If the hack went in for another hit, he would have definitely died. This Boxy was just baiting with the sticks. You always have to take
It's a calculated
attention
gamble
at that,
because,
yeah.
in fairness, if the hack does get a crit, it kills you. But he's not going to gamble on that 9%.
Well, he might die
chance.
anyway. On the top lane, there's sticks usage.
We
on
praise
the hack,
Boxy.
yeah.
Good luck having enough sticks for that.
It was Wraith King that had enough to get enough mana for that stun.
And this was off the back of Tiger rotating towards mid. Fails to actually find a kill into Afo. Bot has been quiet since the little slip up earlier on. Madara has been more reserved in the way he aggresses. Quite rightly, he should be. But all in all, it's worrying that Afo is getting a start like this. You mentioned the Guardian Greaves build, and you look at their lineup. They could plow through your towers around the 15-20 minute mark if he gets a good start like this. Well, not if. The fact he has got a good start like this. And even the ES unable to actually change that. He's coming back towards the mid lane now.
He's just refilling, yeah. He's just bottle abusing, nothing more here. Bottom lane.
Be careful. Gonna be stomped up. Madara getting pretty low. The Splinter Blast hurting a lot as well. Kulich does get low, but if he continues to pursue, they might be able to find Madara. Instead, Merchant has to do this alone. Splinter Blast comes out, and Sania getting extremely low here. 2 more hits would do it.
That's
nice
very
slow
far.
for
That's
Madara.
very far. He's baiting in as well. And he has level 2 nuke. He might kill
Merchant gets him.
That's my boy. That's insane, yeah. That's his Oracle playstyle right there. He knows exactly what his limits are. And you could see it. Like, if you're an Oracle player, you could see it from distance that it's coming.
There's a smoke on your face. Like,
yeah, there's
come
definitely, yeah. Because it's one of the heroes with the highest nuke early on with lowest cooldown. This level 3 on Oracle means he has level 2 on Purifying Flames. And he's just a much harder target to take down before you die yourself.
Nice sneak in there from Tiger. He actually just hung around on their side to steal the bounty rune, as he knew Bane would be able to stop him from getting either one if he contested.
Yeah.
Now he can come top.
High
Might
IQ
try and
plays.
make
High
a move.
IQ plays right there.
Tiger is back in top lane. It's just a question of whether they actually have any kill potential here. FNG, there's going to be a roll in. The Rayfire Blast thrown out already. The Bowler Smash connects onto both, and FNG has to throw out the Nightmare. And Tiger just keeps on harassing, realizing that's actually going to be the end of the gank. But this is kind of rinse repeat of this type of lane. You know, it's not an easy lane to find a kill in because Necrophos doesn't really offer you any lockdown, any control until 6. And even then, that control is meant to kill someone, not stun them. Mike did actually pick up the haste.
The only way they get kills here, on the side of Alliance on this top lane, is if Wraith King and Bane, they do something rash and they try to be the ones attacking, and then a turn happens, right? And that's usually what happens here. So far, every action that happened on top lane was on the back of Wraith King and Bane going in for the Necro, and then Taiga responding with the roll in. And that's pretty much the only thing that can happen, as there is not enough control on the map.
Yeah, just like Einstein was saying, you know, every force has an equal and opposite force, and that's been the case here. You know, there's a push in and a push back, but barely anyone dying after the early mistakes of this lane. Really,
Beautifully said. Bringing Einstein into Dota lane.
I can't remember if it's Einstein or Newton. Someone's going to call me out on that. Now I'm doubting myself. Don't doubt yourself.
That's definitely Newton.
I thought so.
100%.
I 100% thought it was Newton, and then I was like, no,
Yeah,
Einstein.
it is. Like, it is.
Well, I corrected myself.
Not certain which law is
so.
it, first, second, or third, but one of those laws of his.
Yes. So in fairness, we corrected ourselves before the chat could do it, which is the most important thing. And now Alliance might look to correct their passiveness here with the haste rune chasing in. Afo will use the shrine. They'll wait for it to go out, and then they'll look to kill him. Moving straight in. TP
We
coming
heard
from
you
Bane.
like shrines, bro.
Yep, Searing Chains locks him in, and there's a Stampede to get him away. Nightmare, and it looks like ESL a bit too late. He does actually pull off the Nightmare, but the haste is running out soon, so they get him out.
And he goes for that top shrine.
Mid has priority, my friend.
Exactly. He's gonna farm it up and use it together with his Wraith King this time around, so he won't be so selfish.
You know,
This time around, he's just calling Wraith King for backup in case that thing happens again.
don't let them do it to me again,
Yeah.
Papa. You know, if you look very closely at the base of the shrines, it's actually inscribed with Afo's name, property of...
Afo was here.
Afo, just imagine what that would do to pub games if you knew who used the shrine. The despair that would come from it. Now, there's going to be some pain. Just right onto Madara here. They can't actually kill him, though.
I mean, it's really good you can't see who used the shrine.
It would just cause so much turmoil. The inner conflict.
I mean, you can. In any higher ranked game, you see who used it.
Oh, bottom man.
Wraith King.
The hack, hit up with the scythe. It's not enough, though, and the
There we
Nightmare
go.
blocks all the damage. Now Tiger actually might die. If they get another crit like that, that's a preview, buddy. Be sure to pop back for the main show.
That's why the sleep is so good. Saves you versus that Necro. It instantly becomes much harder for Boxy to play.
Okay. Just gonna harass on Alpha. You want to force out the DD. You can't hang around though. SF hurt real bad at this stage.
Yeah, he has that double damage to work with.
And his CS is looking fantastic. He's top of net worth as well. 1,000 gold lead over Mike on the Ember.
There is Oracle rotating in. With that Purge, he can take down the double damage as well.
The problem is, yeah, the DD, Mike's going to be the one going down. Mistakes have most definitely been made.
Last game as well, the first rotation that Insania makes from the lane, remember with that Lion on the offlane, all three of them die. And this time he rotates mid and his Ember dies. Yeah, very... Like I mean, I'm not blaming him. It's just very unfortunate, and he must be feeling really bad at the moment.
Afo, on the other hand, proving why he should be feared in the mid lane in the first game and in this one.
When he's playing that SF, definitely. He opted to go for power threads, by the way, and he's moving into that Blink Dagger build, it seems, which is very different from what he used to do recently a lot.
I guess it's the elusive factor of the Ember.
Yules is actually the build.
Okay, yeah, so he's going for that, but there's not going to be the Guardian Greaves that we've come to know. Top lane, Boxy, going to show himself. Nightmare out. Skelly Bros ready to party. Ready for a blast there, and well, thanks for hitting the Shroud, buddy. Just 2 raises will bring you down with a Brain Sap on the side, just in time for the runes, but it looks like Tiger will snatch one up and move away. And it should be 3, no, 2 apiece.
2 apiece. Tiger and Insania on 1, and Centaur taking both of the bottom ones.
Yeah. 3k lead already for Gambit.
3k lead, and this SF just rotating across the map, looking really strong, taking down that Necrophos. Now he's on the top lane as well.
Early point to give over your tier 1 top, and they can start to just ply across the map. You know, the Centaur, in the meantime, has been farming down bot. It's not going to be a Blink Rush. It's not even going to be into a Crimson Guard. Instead, he actually is going for that nice little magic resistance. Eventually getting that into a pipe as well, especially it gives you another save against the Necrophos. So you can help your team
Or
out.
even just a hood early on. It's good enough for him so that he can farm afterwards.
Yeah, you typically make a choice, right, as a Centaur. So either you get your Vanguard or you get a hood, and then usually you stave off upgrading that until you have a Blink.
The thing is with
top
Boxy again.
He's getting caught out. Boxy has proven the Achilles heel of Alliance so far.
Now on the bottom lane as well, they purge down Old Duckledge. Do they have enough?
So tanky, though. He has the Stampede. He's holding on to it the whole time. Stomp comes out. He could easily escape. He's baiting them in. They can't dive the tower here. Instead, Tiger starts to go in, and Afo, he arrives. The Stampede used. The turnaround's going to be there, chasing on the Madara. Raze is coming out. Afo wants to finish this. Force out the false front. Mike arrives, though. Flame Guard up. Moving in. Stomp connects on the 2. Leading into the Requiem. Madara's going to take a lot of damage. He might actually just pop from this if he's not careful, and there it is. Mike has 3 remnants to work with, and he needs to use them to retreat. He can TP away, and should look to do so, but he wants to hang around. Decides he needs to go top because they're pushing. They take the tier 2. Roll out. Doesn't connect onto either. Boulder smash through. Only hit on the 1. FNG, no mana to work with, should fall. Now Dahak is next on the hit list. Hasn't leveled in the Reincarnate. Has no intention of doing so as he has no points to spare. They should run him down easily enough. Searing Chains come out. Roll through. And enjoy the Scythe. They should realize it.
Maybe they don't use it.
No, they don't know, right? There's no way for them to know.
He didn't use the Scythe because he thought he has an extra life, and it's a good play there by
It works once, though, because if they catch you again, they're going to realize you're being this greedy.
I mean, how does it work only once?
If he continues to not level Reincarnate.
Yeah, but if he's level 8 now, you can't know for sure if he gets leveled.
Let's theorize here. He TPs out, gets killed before he even gets any XP.
Alright, then it's obvious.
Next level play.
But no, even then he might be saving a point, right? So there's that.
It's true.
So you can't really know for sure.
Especially in that scenario, right? Because there's no way you get out after that. That's always an awkward part of Gambit's draft, because that means your only real target is the Centaur, the SF. But if you get that close to the SF, we saw what happens to Boxy.
But he benefited so much from that, because he was only dead for, what, 25, 30 seconds?
Yeah,
he could have been gone for a 40 plus. Plus, he didn't use his ult.
One of the benefits of not going for the Midas, you know, is you're not going to get too much XP and spend a lot of time on the sideline.
He's actually rushing that Radiance. We haven't really discussed his item build whatsoever. He went for Bracer into an instant Radiance. Good versus Troll, good versus Necro. But at the same time, doesn't allow you to scale as well. But you have that Shadow Fiend that's moving across the map, creating space for you, I suppose. Has built into Yules. An interesting build. I mean, it's old school build, obviously, with Yules, but deciding to go for that in this particular game brings you some more control, can set up that Requiem, but it's just uncommon at the moment.
Meanwhile, look at Immersion. He's planned towards that Spirit Vessel. It's getting very close now.
He needs it versus the Oracle, versus the Necro, versus the Troll even later on. It's good.
Oh, Stampede, chase in. Oh, it's Boxy again. Not like this. Stomp, Requiem. Where did he go? And the corpse returns deep underground where all dead things belong.
It looks like whoever plays this Necro in this particular best of 2 is just feeding. Two games in which Necro did not look very strong. Boxy taking the torch away from who I believe was Mickey in the last game.
Yes, Mickey was the one running it, and that was a surprise as well, because usually Quickfur would be the other choice for Alliance for that hero. He loves a little bit of green in his life. Now you've lost your primary jungle. The area of the map that Alliance can actually farm in is getting ever smaller.
You just need a green hero player on a green hero, and that's it. If you have something like Necro, something filthy, disgusting, you need a player that loves playing that on that hero. You can't just give some flash style player, you know, that kind of a hero. He's not gonna perform really well. It's usually how it works.
Because of course everything in Dota is decided by colors.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. Seth,
and a green hero is rolling in now. Nice connect on the Shadow Fiend, roots him up, butts him back into the mess. Nightmare pulled off of Madara. The Fiend's grip thrown on the side on the Oracle, but the problem is Afo is in full retreat. When his curse thrown out, Tiger is not touched by it though. He'll continue to magnetize, and SF should go down to this as they renew it. But there's the cold embrace. Another big crit. Tiger goes down. He's dead. Madara chasing in, trying to get close enough. There's going to be a remnant forward to turn around stun. Mike gets the slide fist out and gets the kill. Madara won't be able to escape this. A double kill for Akulich, and Centaur is proving the force to be reckoned with here. Mike chased onto, throws out one remnant. Should be able to get away alive. Can they get Insania out is the real question, because the wraparounds come, and Gambit, they want more heads for this. And FNG has Nightmare in 3 seconds, so he should be able to find it. Ray Fire Blast out. Should be a stomp follow-up. They need it, but they don't even need it.
Does go for that bounty rune and does take it, so at least they have that. And at the same time, Boxy ported top. He's going for the 2 top bounty runes.
Boxy's surprised. He's like, wait, they're not killing me for once.
Yeah, they got something out of it.
They killed the rest of his team.
But man, that Shadow Fiend survived for such a long time. And because of that, they lost so many heroes on the side of Alliance. I believe it's 3, as Ember on the bottom lane is
he might get caught here. The Ray Fire Blast follow-up and the increased duration thanks to the Enfeeble. Stampede gets away on the Remnant, but it's too close. They'll run him through. Bay needs one more hit. Nope, the False Promise comes out. Insania ensures that they stop their pursuit.
That's really good, saving him there. And Stampede was used too. So a small victory there, silver lining, as they were just falling behind at this point. 6k behind, 16 minutes in.
The problem is Gambit's mobility is a little limited now that they do have the Blink Dagger on the Centaur. So Kulich, while the Stampede is nice, it's not his only way of getting into the fight anymore.
Yes, and the Huck, he has enough gold to buy that Relic if he wants to. 4.2k.
I mean, it's a big power spike. We saw the crit in effect if he just gets lucky, if he gets forced to fight last time. And that's a big part that doesn't get talked about is Radiance is great, but it's also with such a high-powered crit, all that additional base damage, it's insane.
For sure. And yeah, they're pretty much just waiting for the BKB on Raid King, and you're waiting for the BKB on Shadow Fiend and Radiance on the Raid King. And after that, you are ready to fight as Gambit. There's absolutely nothing more you need to wait for. But Alliance, they want to disrupt that. They want to slow it down, and that's why they're smoking up. They do have that diffusal already on that Troll Warlord, and he's ready. He wants to fight before the BKB, it seems.
He needs to fight. He'll wrap around the back. Wraith King will be the perfect target, and he's shown himself to Boxy. Spirit Vessel is revealed. Gonna roll in. There's the Searing Chains out. They need to get rid of Wyvern first. The Winner's Curse is forced, and it's suboptimal. Madara chasing in. Ray Fire Blast is on him. They'll break the tree line and reveal the whole team is here, and Troll turned around on the kill. Scythe goes down. Winner Wyvern on the sideline for 50. Tiger will roll away, but the Yules is there. Afo will look to move in. With the Razors, it'll be enough to bring down the Earth Spirit, and Bane stands his ground against 2 on the side. Will be brought down in the end. Mike looks to retreat though. It's a 2-for-3 trade so far. Stomp is there though. Mike hasn't got any remnants to work with. No escape plan either. He's going to fall alongside it. Insania, he has nothing to save him. The False Promise still on cooldown for 7 seconds. Mike, he looks like he's going to get away, but the triple kill is out as they get the final raise. They'll chase forward with the Stampede. TP out attempt, but there's the Yules again. Insania, you're not leaving in anything but a body back. And it'll be Alliance being wiped by the side of Gambit.
That's an ultra kill for AFO, and it looked like a good plan by Alliance. It looked like they knew what they were doing, but in the end, it all just fell apart as they smoked up on one side. They went with Ember from another. The Winter's Curse wasn't that great either. It was only used on the Necro. But then Boxy uses his sight on the Winter Wyvern, who was already dead. It's good. I mean, it's a good kill. You make him dead for a minute, more or less, 16, 18 minutes in. It's all right, but they just don't have the damage. They're lacking the damage. After the Ember is controlled and Necro, the rest of them, they're pretty insignificant. The Troll as well, specifically in that whole fight.
Oh, speaking of Troll, not like this. Madara, Stomp's going to be there. Requiem being charged up right now. They're going to melt straight through him. He's down.
Ember is here now.
Yule's being used on him, though. They'll just turn around. They'll force him away. He activates the drums just to retreat. Boxy has the Spirit Vessel on him as well.
Buyback on the Troll from behind.
Trying to do something here. The Winner's Curse comes out, though. They're not going to give Boxy a chance to pursue this. Remnant forward, going pretty deep. Mike, Searing Chains out again. Roll across, connects on the Wyvern. No Winner's Curse to work with anymore. The BKB's ran out for AFO, so he needs to retreat. They'll chase in. FNG's the target. Nightmare to buy some time. Golden Brace as well. They'll bring him down, though. They do get the kill. They'll chase looking for more, but they don't want to go up to the high ground. It's risky with a Kulich standing there. Boxy will lead the way, though. Man with balls of steel. The Scythe coming off cooldown soon. They force the buyback out the Bane, and now Battle Trance activated. Looking at the side to hack out of Manny. Can't afford to go down here. They're going to run him down. Madara, can he get this in time? The false promise should enable him, but no, the Stomp comes out. Kulich covers the escape. It looks like they'll get him out. The Stampede, they can look to reinitiate. Nightmare is onto the Ember. He's got no mana to work with. Boxy's pretty deep. Down to half HP. Has to move away. Alliance need to get out without losing anyone here. They invested a lot. So far, they haven't paid a price. Boxy slowed down by Splendor Blast, moving in right now. Nice use of the Sleight of Fist by Mike to make sure there's no Blink 4, but it's still going to be there. Stomp in, double edge as well. Necrophos dead. 45 seconds on the sideline. But can they find anything else? There's going to be a scan coming out. Actually, Alliance are paranoid that Gambit is either looking for Troll or maybe thinking about Roche.
You can see how desperate Alliance is. You can see that they're trying to do anything possible. They're buying back.
Yeah, they believe they're in Roche.
They bought back with the Troll. Now they're buying back with the Necro. They're thinking they're rushing exactly. They're tipping him because...
Because it's not true.
Yeah, but this, I mean, you're tipping Boxy, but this was a team decision to buy back to go into the pit, as they believed it was a rush attempt by Gambit, but Gambit was doing no such thing. They're just farming, and that's it. That's what I wanted to say. It looks like Alliance, they're a little bit hectic with their plays. Madara, he bites back in that last fight. He tries to join it because he realizes that SF is really deep after killing him, after using that Requiem, and he buybacks to kill him with Diffusal, but he doesn't realize that that SF has a full BKB completed, and that Diffusal is useless.
And they're ready to fight again. The Nightmare is out into Mike. They'll purge him off. Boxy stunned up in the meantime. Jump in. Stomp's going to be there. Roll in from Tiger. Try and zone them away. Boxy has a Spirit Vessel on, though, so he can't get too aggressive. The Winner's Curse comes out. Silence on the 2, but they can't pursue. It's going to be a reset. Nice move. Slight Fist through the Remnant. Gets the kills under both the supports. Beautifully done by Mike, but the BKB up from AFO. Trying to chase forward. Tiger will just roll away, but Boxy, he may be left behind. He's going to protect himself with the Ghost Route for the moment. The Requiem being charged up. AFO holds onto it, though, because he's worried about the Searing Chase, and now he's silenced up. He can't do anything. He looks like the only thing he can do is die. The Stampede too late to save his life as there's a triple kill for Mike. Beautifully done, sniping out the supports at the start of that fight, and then the most valuable kill is found at the end for Alliance.
Where are the tips? That's what I'm asking. Boxy? At least you. No tips from tipping.
Well, after that buyback, he can't afford to give even tips away. He needs to keep all his gold for himself.
Tipping game from Alliance is really weak. They need to work on that. But overall, a really good fight for them. Making a slight comeback, giving 3 kills to that Ember Spirit. He definitely needed it. They're not there yet. 7k behind. They're not in the best position whatsoever. But they're getting there. It's a small step in the right direction. Troll died again, which is hurting them the most. This Troll needs to be the one that takes over the game eventually, and he really can't be expected to do so because he only has a Diffusal still. Not even one component of that BKB is finished on him.
Climbing a mountain is, well, as basic concept about taking a step at a time, and that is the first step for Alliance, but it really is quite the mountain to climb. More of a hill, according to the charts, but when you think about the power spikes of the heroes of Gambit, there is an argument that if Alliance can drag this out long enough, Wraith King has some very weird ripples around his power spikes, and while SF can remain irrelevant, you're talking about an Ember and a Troll in the late game.
Yeah, you could definitely take over. You could definitely take over as Alliance later on. I believe the power spikes, as you mentioned them, of these heroes, they do come a bit later, but they're much higher. They're much steeper, those spikes.
And they're not wrong in the way they've been playing very I want to say desperately seems fair to an extent in that they've been trying to force fights, because when they went for this defusal on Troll, that was kind of all in, we need to find pickoffs.
Yeah, you want to be fighting that Raid King with the defusal. You want to be taking him down.
Before he gets up to 20, at which point...
He's played smart enough. He has that
jump in. Stomp comes out. They can't follow up on a boxy just yet, though. They're going to start to pursue him down. Insania's there to protect, and Tiger will just roll up the high ground, ready to cover them. It looks around to the Oracle, though. No Insania. Very rare mistake from him getting caught out like that. Now Boxy next on the hit list can't move away. The Stomp is there. The Stampede was committed. There's a double kill for Dahak. In fact, there's a third. They found Tiger on the side.
On the other side, FNG was using his grip on Taiga, just got him there. Boxy and Oracle were in a really bad position.
And, you know, Oracle usually hangs further back, but the way that fight awkwardly began...
The position of that fight was just not good for him, as he got pincered from two sides.
I mean, he has to be here as well. Like, he wouldn't have been able to get up here.
Yeah, the only way he's close enough and safe is if he's on the hill, but they were the ones smoked up as well. They were the ones trying to make a move. That's why he wasn't...
yeah, it was aggressive position, not defensive. And
exactly.
Aegis claimed Afo has a second life to work with, up to level 18 as well. So another pass spike will soon arrive. Probably... do you feel like you take the damage per soul, given the way you're playing this game, or do you definitely just go Shadow Rays, considering the E-Blade?
You can go with the Shadow Rays and the E-Blade. I think that's good.
And leave the physical damage dealing to Dahak. Well, I say that, Radiance does a lot, and he's going towards the Blink next. He did pick up that Halberd, which is just invalidating Madara in this game. Speaking of
Madara?
Yep, I'll Stomp. They're going to snipe out the Oracle again, down to half HP already. Insania might be forced to try and protect himself. He does. False Promise thrown out, but this is Yule's there. Now you have no ultimate. The Winner's Curse being used. Tries to sidestep it so he's not causing havoc for Mike. But, well, Madara is. That troll burns his own core down to half HP, and Madara with the Spirit Vessel out on him. Stomp's going to be there. Double Edge as well. He is indeed caught. He's got the Battle Trance to work with, but I don't know if he gets it out in time. No, he's going to go down.
SF.
They found more. Remnant away, needs to run, but Mike, can he get out? One Remnant left to work with, slowed down and it's not enough. They activate the Stampede, they run him through.
At the same time, Taiga on the back of that fight is dying to the Requiem and a couple of raises, and it's only Boxy.
Ironically, the guy who was always dying at the start of the game is the only one left alive on the side of Alliance.
Yeah, because he died in the previous fight, so he wasn't able to join that fight now.
Exactly.
Yeah, Alliance, they just cannot find themselves at the moment. They can't find these proper ways of engaging and taking these fights. Right now, there isn't a proper way either. You're playing versus Raid King with Halberd, Blink, Radiance, and SF with Aegis, so...
The supports are pushing themselves to the limits here. Look at Oracle's items. Insania has done everything he can to survive. Triple Bracer build.
I mean, it's not the worst build ever.
But typically we see someone like an Urn, right? And then in a Glimmer Cape.
You Glimmer Cape, Urn, whatever. That's definitely true. Urn is a fantastic item on Oracle.
Even Earth Spirit doesn't have one.
Yeah.
In fact,
they're just trying to survive. It's one of those games in which you realize that you're playing poorly. Not playing poorly, that you're behind, right?
Yes.
And after that, you just have to get these bracers to tank up. I had a friend of mine in one of the ex-teammates that used to say, you can either be skilled and play well, or you buy bracers. that kind of counters it. So.
Speaking of one of the men with braces, Tiger gets caught, but will roll out in time. The Fiend's Grip comes out though. Mike, he was the real target they were looking for, and they find him. And Afo just show off his not only beautiful DD, he went for the damage talent in the end, which means he's now a formidable force.
And he's going for Shivas as well. He has that Shivas card, actually.
Yeah, he can just build utility and control because he has so much physical damage now courtesy of that talent. And that's concerning because now you get late game, there's more than one physical damage deal on the side of Gambit.
More than one physical damage dealer, also a lot of utility coming from that SF. The Centaur is building into that Aghanim too.
Speaking of Centaur, he can't quite find it. Tiger rolls up the high ground, but look what they're looking at. Madara, Stampede activate, gonna go in, the Stomp's gonna be there, Double Edge is available and used. Madara trying to back up here, might have to use the Battle Trance, there it is, buys himself a little bit of time, and Sani's ready to save him with the False Promise, and will have to do so. The Disarm is there, False Promise out, Nightmare to protect Centaur, will move away, Yule's wasting his time, Cypher's there, slams down a Centaur, but he's still alive, and now they can use the Winner's Curse, throwing it out. Afo ready to charge up the Requiem, but doesn't need it in the end, his Troll is already dead. Pursuing for more, Boxy has the Spirit Vessel on him, just has to back away. They silence up the SF to get him off the high ground, but he still has a second life to work with. Mike just trying to hit them up. Tiger getting low, doing as much as he can with the Magnetize. He knows he's going to fall soon, does go down. Has done a lot of work. Can they actually pursue through and do more here? Mike charging in with the Remnants. Look at no, the kill. No! The Cold Embrace is out. The Yulzu's onto him. Boxy trying to chase in. There's a Spirit Vessel, though he's not healing up from any of this. They do actually pop the Aegis, but the Wraithfire Blast is out to jump into Kulich, trying to go for the Stomp, gets it onto 3, and now they'll just try to play right through Alliance. Mike down, Insania last to fall, but this is looking all over here as Gambit move in, just trying to plow through the base now. Everyone on the side of Alliance is dead.
They aren't dead for long. Troll is up in 7 seconds, but after that team
what
fight,
do you have?
After that team fight, it's very hard to resurrect and go straight into the fight. But with Necrophos buying back and with the Earth Spirit being up in a few seconds, they definitely will try to defend mid at least.
This is their last hope. They can't. There's no way Gambit wants to lead the base right now, especially with these big ultimates committed. But they are hesitating.
There's a BKB completed on Troll, so maybe
they'll respect it.
Yeah, they respect that and they move back, even though this is very disciplined coming from them. I believe they could have remained, at least taken down this tier 3 mid before Ember respawned, but they decide to do the smarter thing, go back, take down shrines.
But it was the edge of the abyss, right? Because you look at Alliance there, they know they have to try and poke and prod to actually defend, but if they show a little bit too much, Gambit know they have nothing to protect themselves, right? Battle Trance was still on cooldown at that point. The Cypher was out of the equation. Even the False Promise wasn't available. So one small error there, and that would have been Gambit's game.
At least they didn't buy back with the Troll. So
absolutely,
there's that.
Bad news, however, is Gambit have so much money now.
They are rich indeed. And they've taken down one side, one shrine. The other one is falling. Old Acolyte or Afterlife, he has that Aghanims finished up.
They smoked out. The Hacker's all alone here. Reinforcements are on the way, though.
Such a hard kill, though.
They have to get through him twice is the real problem. Now they need to retreat and get away. Boxy's so separated from his team right now. When this Curse comes out, the Hack, free to do what he wants. Actually, he decides he wants to expend that Reincarnate very soon. Stun being used on the side. They can't actually get the Stampede out because it was silenced up. They should be able to use it now. The Fiend's Grip control is good on Mike. The Scythe coming out. It's not good enough, though. Afo is protected. Fights up against his Madara, the BKB. Mike got Boxy in the grave as well, and now they're going to chase down more. FNG rooted up by Madara, but Madara is surrounded on all sides. Disarmed as well. They'll run through and kill off Insania, and it looks like Troll will fall alongside him. Oh, Spirit, the only one left alive. Tiger actually really not involved in that fight. The only impact he had at all was the silence to delay that Stampede by a few seconds.
When you go onto that Wraith King the way they did, it's just a written
That's desperate.
That's this desperate AGG after.
I mean, maybe if you get him before level 20 and he doesn't have the mana, you can burn through it, but this is a level 22 Wraith King. I think he's 21 at that point.
Level 22 Wraith King, who has a Centaur with Aghanims in his team.
Absolutely. And that gives them the freedom of movement, something that people in UK won't be familiar with for much longer, but long enough to attend